Today we see if we can get some gnarly player growth out of our players. Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and I am kind of excited for this episode because I have not uploaded one in a while of the Houston Vikings. Team's looking okay, looking kind of decent, really hoping to see some big growth out of our big players on the top two forward lines and also the top four defensemen mainly. Yeah, so I think we'll just get right into it and start the simulating because there is a lot I would like to do. And yeah, so this year I think I am going to simulate, or not simulate, I think I'm going to scout forwards because forwards are what I want the most right now. Sorry, just tried taking a drink of my water, but I don't actually have any water in it because I am special. So I think we will start in the queue for 3 weeks and scout out those forwards. We can, we'll see how that goes. So not too worried about the preseason. Preseason isn't going to reflect really how well we do in the actual season. Currently 0-1-2 though. If it does reflect how we are going to play in the regular season, I really hope it's not this bad. But you know what? Anything can happen. So we just got to look towards the future and hope that we can get everything going. Salary cap compliant, yep. So let me know, guys, if there are any trades you would like to see, any players you guys would like to see me acquire, or any like draft picks or anything like that. But we're just gonna slow sim the first game of the season. Owen Tippett on Pecorine early in the game in the first period, and then Philip Forsberg ties the game kind of late on Kakinen. So second period, Alex Tuch. I'm gonna say Tuch because I really don't know the name. What a sharp angle! What a snipe by him. That's good. And then third period, oh my God, we win. Jensen Harkins with the empty netter, and then Owen Tippett just to really give it to the Preds in the last 2 seconds. Awesome. So that's good. Very happy about that, and I think we'll simulate about a week at a time, or a week of worth of games at a time or so, and hopefully we can do really well. I gotta really stop saying and stuff like that because it's just kind of a time waster. But like I said, I think I'm just gonna mainly focus on on forwards for scouting this year because it would be ideal to get better forwards. We do have some decent ones in the system, but I do truly want to get more, and it would be very interesting to see if we could get like a franchise player, and if we do, that would be ridiculous. That would be amazing, and I could only imagine how sick that would be. It would be extremely rare, obviously. It would probably wouldn't happen. I've never actually seen a franchise player in one of my simulations before, unless I've created it, obviously. So we're doing pretty decent. 3-3-1, better than what I thought, to be honest. Although 2 back-to-back 5-0 losses is kind of bad. But I'm going to have to check, actually, in a minute to see who is in net right now. Because I did not check that because I forgot to. And I will wait till we have to... till we have to re-sign the scouts. Or not re-sign the scouts. Wherever I stopped the simulation, that's what I meant. But we are currently on like a 6 or 7 game losing streak, which is bad. We did get a few points in there, but still really bad. Colorado's a pretty decent team. We get a point off of them. We beat Detroit 1-0. Close game that one was. And here we go. Did I stop it at Nashville or did I stop it at St. Louis? So I stopped it at Nashville, so we might as well slow sim against Nashville again because because we obviously beat them in the first game of the season, and I don't think we're actually last. I think there's 7 teams in our division. I don't think there's 6. But there might only be 6. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we actually aren't last in the season. Winnipeg, 3-11-1. That is terrible. They really don't have that bad of a team, do they? I'm going to have to go look at that really quickly. That's terrible, in all honesty. And depending on how that goes, if they do that bad all season, I may have to pick up something from them. Forsback Carlson up to an 80 already, so they're already getting some growth. Tippett hasn't grown. I do want Tippett on the first line, though, so he does grow. And Timashov, I think, also went up as well, which is good. Nothing defensively, I don't think yet. Maybe Nicholas Hagen. Yeah, okay. Capo Kakinen is playing in net. How's the AHL team looking? Bracco, Grunstrom, and Gagne as our top line. That's what I like to see. And then defensively, Boroman and Zaboral. And then for goaltending, I do not remember who we have in net. Johan Gustafsson. Or Gustafsson probably is how you say it. I don't know why I said Gustafsson. Just sounds ridiculous. But we will now. I do really quickly want to go see the Winnipeg Jets to see their team, because there's no way they actually have that bad of a team where they just cannot simulate well together. But maybe they do. Maybe they do. Maybe I am just stupid. So Mark Scheifele only an 89. Line only an 88. Tyler Myers. You usually see a lot higher players than that. Kyle Connor is usually up there as well. Kyle Connor's only an 82. So they're just not getting the player growth they want. And now also Blake Wheeler is starting to drop off. He's not an elite player anymore. He's a top 6 now. And they drafted Shushko, and he's not growing very fast either, which is shitty for them. And they have so many low elites. Trouba, Ehlers, and Morrissey. Man, I could pick up Ehlers, and then he could be like our first line wing, or like a really good first line wing. We just give him all the ice time in the world, but I'm not too worried about it. We have players in the system that will grow well for us, assuming they do well. They do grow well, but we will get back. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. We are gonna slow sim the Predators game again, because we did beat them last time, and I want to see if we can beat them again. Maybe go, I think, only 2-0 against them, but first period, 0-0, and I'm pretty sure the first face-off of the game was won by Patrick Marleau, if I am not mistaken. It was. Patrick Marleau is on the Predators, trying to go to a winning team. Rip the Sharks. All right, so second period. All right, Ryan Ellis and James Neal score back-to-back goals, and Alex Tuch brings us within 1. We are getting outshot pretty heavily. We'll see how the third period goes. Matthias Ekholm with the empty netter. Not too worried about it. Honestly, I'd prefer for us to do somewhat bad. I do want to make sure really quick, or not make sure, but see if we have a, first-round draft pick, because if we don't, I will have to look to pick one up at the end of the season, or not at the end of the season, but around the trade deadline. And we will see, we have a 2024 first. So we will have to look there. It's almost safe to say right now getting Winnipeg's, because it already is really high as well. So I might, should I do that now? You know what, we're going to wait. We're going to wait till maybe the All-Star break, and we will see who was in the last place there, and we will go from there maybe. Because once you get to the trade deadline, that's when their draft picks are really high, and I think we will just draft. I think we'll just simulate right up to the trade. No, to the All-Star break. Sorry, frig me, stumbling on my words right now. Have not talked in like 4 hours. Jansen Harkins lost morale because of locker room interactions. There's a win against the Islanders and another win against the Sharks to bring us to a 6-9-4 record. It's honestly quite an even record, but it's not, like I said, I'm still not too worried about it. Unfortunately, we do get shut out there against the Coyotes, and would really like to see us, do a little bit better, but at the same time, does it really matter too much? Because I'm sure with my luck, we will give up a lottery pick, because we don't have our first-round pick this year, our own first-round pick, which I may even look to pick up that one instead. And another game against Nashville. They are 15-8-2. They are doing really good. It's a 3-2 loss to them. Yep, 3-2 loss to them is what I tried saying. There's Winnipeg with a win against us. Oh, man. 4-1 win against Detroit. Is Detroit like the only team we can beat? Frig me. Not looking good, boys. Not looking good. We are going on a lot more losing streaks than winning streaks. And unfortunately, our Iowa Wild team isn't doing that great either. You would expect for them to do better. Kinda. Yeah. Alright. You know what? I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm just going to keep it in there. I don't know if you guys heard him or not, but that was my stepdad telling me that he made supper. So, kind of hope that is there. And if it isn't, then whatever. So, you know what? Not just going to bore you guys with commentary over the game, as you can watch us just lose game after game after game. Currently 8-21-4. Holy wank, that's bad. But, yeah, we'll talk about the Predators and Penguins, as we have a game against the Predators and then the Penguins. So, Game 3 was Saturday at the time of recording this, which is like 2 days ago. And they won the game, or the Predators won the game. The team I'm rooting for to win, but overall, my entire pick to win the Stanley Cup this year was the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I still do think that will happen, unfortunately. I would love to see the Predators win because I just love the Predators. They're honestly great, and it's such a hard team to not cheer for, I find, because they're honestly great. And I'm pretty sure, looking back, and I'm pretty sure I might have said Panthers at one time during this little talk, and if I did, I'm sorry. I did mean Predators, because the Predators are actually good. Oh, reefed. All right, Winnipeg. They are 17-21-5. I'm glad I didn't pick up their pick. That would have been bad. I mean, I still could have used it and then used it to trade for a different first round pick. And to be honest, we are making pretty decent progress through this season. I might do the entire season. This team on a 2-game win streak. Okay, 3-game win streak. Sick. Crazy times. 4. We're on a 4-game win streak going into the All-Star break. Yo, that would be sick. Imagine we go on win another game. That'd be sweet. So now, at the All-Star break, 13-28-5. Here's the trade deadline. We are definitely going to be in last place, and I think I'm going to go look to see what team has our draft pick. Sorry, just had to burp really quickly. My bad, boys. Alex Tuch with 35 points. Awesome. Good times from him. So we will check the whole division, or the whole league, and I'm assuming we are in last. We aren't in last. Although we have yeah. We have played 2 less games, and New Jersey just sucks, apparently. And I'm going to try and pick up our draft pick that we had, and I will see if I can get it back. That would be ideal. And basically, this has just been a cycle of me re-getting draft picks for like 5 years down the line, and then try and get my draft pick back so I can draft high overall. So we are going to have to look at 2019. So Anaheim does not have it. Does Arizona? They do not. I do not know who would have it, and it might take a while. I did notice, though, in Anaheim, they did have my 2020 first round pick, sorry. And I might look to get that one back next year as well. But we will have to wait and see. Really hoping. There's 2 of our picks right there on the Blackhawks. I don't remember who we picked up from them. And it's probably someone in the AHL. I don't remember who it was. Nope, I can't say I remember. I really don't. I'm still looking, and I'm pretty positive I didn't look through it. Panthers have a high draft pick, and they're 19-23 and like 6, so that could be really bad. Or really high value in their pick. I was gonna say, watch New Jersey have theirs and ours. That would be my luck. And if a team that is decent, or well, not even that, they don't even have to be decent, but if the team has my first round draft pick, and they don't want to give it up, I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Holy, Philly has a high one too. They are 16, 27, and 4. They do want to get rid of theirs though, so I may have to look towards that. Okay, boys, where the hell is there it is. Alright, St. Louis. They do want to get rid of it. Does that mean we are going to be able to get it? Probably not. And I'm going to have to toss in a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th in there, and that's still not going to go through more than likely. Nope, you were quite far off in value based on what you were offering. It's kind of a rip, not going to lie. How much contract space do they have? Can they accept anyone? Probably not. We will have to look at their goaltending situation just to make it easier for us instead of just counting how many skaters. So they need a goaltender, or I'd have to give them a goaltender, and to be honest, I don't have much I can give up. So I think I might look, actually, really quickly. Do I have anybody that's unsigned that is decent, or that has some potential that I can use? I do not have a single unsigned player. So we are going to have to look at free agency to see what's up and see if there are people that I can pick up to help me with these trades. That are Brian Little. I could definitely use him. You know what? He may not offer it if I just give him what he wants. Don't know why he's still out here, though. I will give him $300K more than what he wants, so I can use him to trade him away. Basically, who's got high potential? Nothing too interesting. Connor Brickley. No. Johan Sundstrom. Jared Tenorti. He has really good defensive stats. I think he's on a bit of a morale issue as well, but I'm not too worried about it. And I don't really care that much. Is there any pretty young players, I should say, that have some decent potential? No, not at all. Alright, so hopefully Brian Little will accept, and if he doesn't, we'll just go and send him another trade offer. And if he does accept, that would be the ideal outcome, because then I can use him for a draft pick. Or, well, I was going to say make my team better, but I don't. I thought my screen just froze. Holy frig, I just shit myself. Oh my god. He rejected. I don't think this team is going in the direction that I want it to go. I want to win now, and I don't think that this team has what it takes to do so. More money may change my mind, though. So we were going to have to give Brian Little some more money, because I do want him so I can use him to trade him. And you will go to a pretty decent team, buddy, in the St. Louis Blues. So 2 years, actually 1 year instead, and we will give you 6.575. And I'm going to be pissed if nobody will take him because of salary cap issues. That would be the worst thing that could happen. I do need to be careful and make sure we don't get to like 60-ish games, because when we do, we will be in a bad spot. And if he doesn't accept, I'm just gonna have to give him a hell load of money. One forward in the rest of the world. I will just do 1 week, because if you cannot scout that one player, you still want more money. All right, so we will go offer more money. I think I gave him like 6,575 or something, and you know what? I'll just give him $7 million. If he doesn't accept that, that's a rip, and we're gonna have to offer more. So I will try for $7 million, and we'll see if he will accept that one. And if he does not, then I don't know. But he's a pretty decent player. He's 87 overall. He's a top 6. Like, you don't have to use him on the first line. And for the Blues, that could really help them out if they did want him. And at the same time, if I do need to retain some salary, I will. But I do. Oh my god. Freaking dick. Just accept it, buddy. Just accept it. You know you want to. Alright, let's try this again. How much damn money do I have to give the kid? So I gave him $7 million. How about 7,475? Will that go through? Honestly, probably not at this point. I know he doesn't want to be on this team because it is a rebuilding team. But come on, buddy. Come on. Except you're gonna go to a 62-point team anyways. They're 28, 19, and 6. They just can't sign you right now. Scouting assignment really quickly. We will do this. We will look in the National League for 3 weeks. And he accepted. Yeah, I saw it in the top. I think I can do a lot to the team that's destined for a good run in the playoffs. Well, you will do that for the Blues. You ain't going to do that for us because it's just not going to happen. We ain't making the playoffs this year, boy. Sorry to tell you. That's why we are going to toss you over to a winning team. And if you guys don't want to take him, well, you're going to anyways. Wish I could get the show. He is fantastic. Alright, so if I can do this without having to give up many draft picks, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's going to be rough. They do have too many skaters now. A player that they do not want. Yep, overall. So there's a lot they don't want. I don't really want to pick up anyone that has a bit of trade value, but if I can take someone that has like 0 trade value, basically that would be ideal. So Blaise, I don't freaking know. Samuel Blaise. Let's go with Blaise. We'll pick him up, and he can come to the team as well. And if I cannot use my first round pick, I'm gonna try not to. I don't know why I did that. Let's try to add in the third, and that definitely won't go through. You've met our Blockwell needs well enough, but the value just is too far off the table. So let's try and toss in a second instead of the third. Can that help? No. Let's add in the third round pick to that as well. Will that push it through? No. Come on, boys, please. We will add a fourth and a fifth. The only fourth and the only fifth we have. Please, boys, accept. You... No, it's quite close to fair value. So, I don't have anybody that's unsigned. I'm going to have to use my first. That's a bit of a rip. And, I feel like I might be able to pick up a little bit of a better player than that. And I think I might look to doing that, actually. We will see who's out here that they want to get rid of. Zip. 71. What? Actually, how about this guy? Who are you? Tyler Soy. And then Michael Zip. Which one do I want? A forward or a defenseman? See, this guy's 74 at 22, though. I think I might go with Tyler Soy, and we'll see if that can go through. Will it? It will. So, Brian Little and a Houston Vikings 2024 first-round pick for our 2019 first-round pick, which we get back, and Tyler Soy. Pretty decent there, boys. Happy to see that. We have scouted almost every player, apparently. And what did that say? We've scouted 123. Oh, okay, I thought it said 123 out of 132. I'm like, damn, son. Actually, really quickly, I will go back to that, and I can show you guys something if I know. I believe it's in scouting. So we can view all prospects in the region. So, anybody decent here? No, not really. How about we change it to the Q? Yeah, we'll just do forwards for 1 week. We'll see who is... Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Look at total prospects, and we'll sort it by potential and see who's good here. So, we have high AHL bottom 6, which isn't too great. And then a exact AHL top 2. How about goaltenders? No. No one really good there either. So, bit of a questionable one. I don't know what to do. How about... I didn't scout defensemen. So I'm really looking for a good forward this year, boys. If that can happen, that would be awesome. I'm looking like there's maybe some better ones here. In the OHL, we will see. Playfair, Deneau, Little John, Owen Lane, Beauty. I don't know, AHL bottom 6 so far is the best one that we've seen. I wonder if we scout them more, if it'll make it any better. I've scouted some of them 3 times and some of them 2 times, though, so we'll look in the WHL really quickly. I'm not too worried about the other leagues. There looked like to be a pretty decent green or high player. So, Eric Miller, high AHL bottom 6. I was wrong, by the way. Definitely wrong. Goaltenders, AHL backup. I don't know. I haven't scouted him, so I don't freaking know. I really don't know. I think we'll look at forwards in the queue again for another 3 weeks, and I think we will go back to the O and we will go back to the W, and we'll just keep doing that for the rest of the season because that's where the majority of the forwards are. And that's where the majority of the good players will come from, you would expect at least. So we will do that, and I think we will just simulate up to the trade deadline. I would trade away players that you recently added. Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah, okay, I don't care. You're ugly. Who? Who did I trade that was good? What? I'm confused. Oh, Brian Little? What? He sucks. Don't want him on the team for a reason. Actually, that's not true. I just traded him away so I can get my draft pick back. And hopefully that can really help us on win the lottery. And if I can do all of that this episode without it being like a 40-minute video, but as you guys know, that's how all my videos go. But like I said, if we can make that go before 40 minutes, that would be ideal. Currently getting some wins, though, too, so good for us, good for us. That's actually not a bad thing, I guess. Actually, no, it is a bad thing. Start losing, you ugly, ugly, ugly people. I need you to lose, bad, lose. I need you to lose. Because I'm thinking, I don't think I could get New Jersey's pick. There's no way, unless I give up other players. But that's just not going to happen. So we're going to simulate up to the draft. And we will see how long we've been recording. And yeah, we'll go from there, I guess. So interesting stuff to see. Really hoping there is a decent potential forward that will be in the top 5 for the draft. Ideally, like a high elite even. If it's anything better than a medium elite, maybe even a low franchise, I'd be okay. Yes, it's a low potential, and usually low potential players don't turn out. But at the same time, it's a franchise player, so I don't know. I do not know. Anything can happen. And if the anything that can happen can be a positive, that would be solid. And I don't even know. What the heck? So hopefully, okay, how are we beating teams like the Blackhawks? Like, boys, come on, we need to lose. Thank you. Good job, San Jose, actually making us lose. You got to keep doing so. Keep doing so. Alright, we will go look at the WHL. Forwards, there are a lot of forwards here, and we will do that. Hopefully we can get some good information off those players there, and ideally for us, like I said at the start of the video, we do need forwards, and I would really like to pick up some decent forwards, because especially if we can get like a high elite potential player, we could be in a very good spot for the future. So coming up to the end of the season, 2 games left, 1 against Nashville, 1 against Chicago. And we lose to Nashville, as you would expect, and we lose to Chicago, at least on a 5-game losing streak to end the season off. And that's the way I like it so far in the series. It's the ideal thing to happen. And now the NHL and AHL team failed to make the playoffs. So, I forgot that we had Rasmus Dahlin. But hopefully, ideally, that we can get some decent forwards in the draft. Well, decent forward. I don't know if I have any other draft picks for this round, or for this draft, for this upcoming draft. Totally forgot what I was trying to say there for a sec. But I would like to see some decent potential players there. We are still scouting, so I definitely want to scout the WHL again because because they have a lot of forwards, and I think I might do that real quick right now. Instead of going to the OHL, then we'll go to the OHL again. So we'll do forwards for 3 weeks in the W. We should be able to get a few weeks in at the OHL, and that would be ideal because I can't stop saying it, but we need those better forwards on the team. But yeah, there we go. So OHL. I feel like I only did that for 2 weeks instead of 3 weeks by accident, but whatever. Yeah, all right. Coming up to the trade deadline. Who won the Stanley Cup on the 3rd of June? Chicago Blackhawks and the Manitoba Moose. Good job, Winnipeg's AHL team. Too bad they did shit all at the start of the season. Now, who won the lottery? Come on, Houston Vikings. Come on, Houston. We dropped a 4th. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get the first overall pick if we freaking I don't even know what I'm trying to say. No one should be retiring on our team. You would think. I don't think anybody could. Well, that's not true. Anybody can, but I mean anybody would because they aren't that old. Rip Patrick Marleau, never gets a cup. Gabrick down to a 79. Thomas Vanek, Danny Heatley, Justin Williams. When was he drafted? First round in 2000. What a beauty. Alexander Seme. He went to freaking St. Louis as well. Holy Frank Steen and Semen. How do you guys still not win? I gave you Brian Little. You signed a beast sniper from the free agency, and you still couldn't do it. So, really quickly, we're only at 32 minutes, boys. Let's just, let's do the draft. Why not? Ovechkin with the heart. Ovechkin with the Art Ross, and Crawford with the Conn Smythe. So we will look at scouted players, and please be a decent player here for us. All right. Forward's not looking too good, unfortunately. So Antonio looks to be like the best that we could pick, but I don't have anything about the other players here other than Antonio. And seeing that he might go 3rd, I don't know if we could even pick him up. So I know literally nothing about Kostitsyn because apparently I didn't scout Russia even once. Tukinen, I definitely didn't scout him. He's a defenseman. Antonio, I did scout only once. He's got decent shooting. It's actually pretty decent shooting. Like 86 and 89. It's actually really good. And then Foot, we scouted him once. How do we only scout him once? Once. I went to the WHL 4 times. And then Bolesky, also a player that we know quite a decent amount about. Actually scouted him 5 times in the DEL. So I think we will look to go into the first overall pick if that can happen. If not, nope, that's not going to happen. Because, wait, actually, maybe. I might have to use a 2nd and a 3rd. And if that doesn't go through, then we'll just have to move down or see if we can move up any other or any other pick. What? Will that go through? I don't think so. No one will not. New Jersey was the 2nd overall pick. Can they give us their draft pick? They do not want to by the looks of it. And we ain't going to get that one either. Can we just try to see if it works? Nope. Alright, I do not know who the other team ahead of us was. It was the Flyers. Totally forgot their team name for a second. They do want to move up. or they do want to move up. They do want to trade their pick. Just noticed Dmytro Timashov was up to an 84, I think it was. Can we do a 1-for-1? Cannot. Can I just toss in some other shit draft picks for you? I'll give you 2 7ths and a 2 6ths. Sure. Can that push it over? Yeah, that would be ideal. And it can. Solid. So we moved up 1 spot. And I don't know if that can help us move up again, but we will try it. I doubt it. I don't think it's much of a difference at all. But we will see. Not looking like it. But maybe. Can that go through? No. What if I add something else to it? I don't know. You want a player? You boys want a player? Let's just see if I can use a forward or a skater. I can. They do have the contract space, so there's anyone I wouldn't really care about giving up. Jared Cowan, I don't really care too much about. You can go. He is on a $15 million contract. Did forget about that. Cowan's about to expire anyways, so I think that would go through though if he wasn't about to expire. And if that is true, then we will see if I can use someone else that isn't about to expire. How about Kuznetsov? He is a very bad draft pick that we had, and hopefully that can push it through. No. How about another something? I don't even know. Prefer to not really have to give up too much. That would be ideal. How are you Okay, I thought Mario Lucia was unhappy with 15.9 million. I don't know what to do. I feel like that was really loud in your guys' ears, so sorry if it was. Let's try Gilmore to see if that will go through, and if it doesn't, then alright, that's just not going to happen. So, whatever, we're just going to have to pick 3rd overall. We will see who goes first, and I swear to God, if it's a high elite or medium franchise or something franchise, I am going to be upset. And high top 9, oh man. Please, I do want the forward. That's the guy I wanted. That's the guy I wanted. I wanted Antonio. I'm gonna go look at Antonio really quickly. I forgot his name. That's who I wanted to get. Why? Of course, New Jersey just had to pick him. Why wouldn't they? Like, really? Come on, man. So he was basically the best player to go, apparently, and he has some decent trade value. 63 at 18 isn't too bad. He's got decent stats. That's unfortunate, though. Lucas Antonio, I really would have liked to get him. He has really even stats all the way around, to be honest. So, you know what? Unfortunately, couldn't pick him up, but we'll see who we can get. See who we can get in the for the 3rd overall draft pick. And Bolesky, maybe. He's got really good senses. It's not obviously not going to be that good. Gustitsyn, I don't know anything about, and Tukkanen, I don't know anything about either. So I think I might go with Bolesky, I guess, because I don't know anything about the other two. And he's a high top 9. You know what? Yeah, a high top 9 is shitty. Yo, boys, if I can get this pick, I'm gonna try to, and I'm gonna pick one of those defensemen in hopes that they are better than a high top 9. That is terrible, man. Oh, freaking dicks. You know what? 60 at 18 is okay. He has a lot of trade value. I don't know why, but whatevs. It's probably just because he went like 3rd overall. Is there anyone I wouldn't mind giving up? Let's sort it by overall. Jared Cowan, of course. You can go. There's not much else I would like to give up. Tyler Grauvac, I guess. It's definitely not going to happen. I don't know if they have the space to do it anyways. They do not. They'd be over. Oh, yeah, Jared Cowan. I keep forgetting, man. Yeah, all right. Well, that's a rip. That is an unfortunate rip, and we aren't going to be able to get them or get anything else we are going to see. If he's a medium elite, the next player, he's a medium top 4. How about the next one? Yeah, Kostitsyn, of course, man. Of course, Kostitsyn is a medium elite. The player I didn't know anything about. I didn't want to risk it. I'm going to go see how good he is really quickly. Oh, man. What team did he even go to? I forget. Philly, right? God damn it, man. I didn't know anything about him. I don't know how. I cannot believe the Russian league. The one league I didn't scout. Travis Konechny is pissed. Holy shit, he is mad. I wonder how good he is if he's not mad. Is he expiring this year? No. Alright, so who? Tukinen? Is that who? No. Who was it? Was it? No, it was. Was it Philly? Yeah, I swear it was. No, it wasn't Philly. It was the team after that. Who was after that? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Detroit. So, Detroit had Kostitsyn. Tukinen looks pretty decent, though. What? Did it say 71 overall? Didn't it say 71 overall? So, let's look at Detroit. You'll see Kostitsyn, 63 at 18. Basically the same as the other two. And they look pretty decent. Basically got the same stats as the other medium elite, Antonio, that went. And I will go back to the Flyers really quickly. And he was like 71 overall, right? 72 overall at 18 for a defenseman, for a medium top 4 defenseman. What the hell? We really just got... We really did just get absolutely dicked on. I didn't care about Foot. I didn't even look at Foot. I wanted Antonio, who was a medium elite. Then Bolesky was a player I knew something about, so I picked him and hoping he was at least a medium elite. He wasn't a high top 9. And then Tukinen goes, who's like 72 overall as at 18, which is fantastic. It's the highest overall out of all these players. And then Kostitsyn, the other forward in the top 5 that I didn't know anything about, was a medium elite. I want to see. There was a goalie in the top 10 that was supposed to go. I want to see. And there was Karpatsev, and he was a medium elite. So that's a really good goalie for New York. Jansen for Winnipeg. Kokkonen for the Oilers. Burmistrov. This looks like a shitty-ass draft. So there's only 3 elites. Elite Antonio, Elite Tukinen, Elite Kostitsyn, and Elite Karpatsev. So not looking like there's anything else. Damn, that's crazy. That was a shitty-ass draft. But you know what? Whatever. I don't know if we have another pick in this draft. We will simulate to it and see if there's a late round steal for a forward we can pick up. I highly doubt it. And I am done with this game at this point because I cannot believe we just got shafted that way after I swear it was the only league I did not look at forwards for, or did not look at anything for. It was the Russian league, and it was freaking a medium elite player that I missed out on. And I wanted Antonio, and I couldn't get Antonio. So you know what? This game is a real piss off. Thank you, everyone. I did not have another pick in there, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. Bolesky, buddy, do not upset me. Do not upset me. Please, by all means, do not piss me off. And you know what? The rest of the off season's happening in the next episode. I'm done with this game right now. I gotta go. You know what, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Man, what a rough game.